well, that and it's like, okay, now this is not that it wasn't real before, but like when you see it here, and normally we have 150 people.
It's it's still, I think it's still paranoia more than anything.
Probably.
It reminds me of Daniel got me watching The Walking Dead. It's post-apocalypse. That's what this feels like. In a way.
Yeah.
Well, now that Ian is at the house, we can start. Shabbat Shalom. Good morning, everyone. Wow. We have a great ratio of rabbi to congregant today. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. 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 Good morning, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We welcome all of you, brave enough to come to celebrate Shabbat with us here in our main sanctuary. And we also welcome everyone watching on the internet. Today, more than ever, we realize how important it is to be connected in so many different ways. And it's great that in times of social isolation, I think that's the way they call it in these days, we can figure out ways to connect with each other in different ways. And also in times where our bodies are separated, it's time to connect with each other, to connect with God at a spiritual level. And this is the amazing things that we discover every time that we get together to pray, that we have the opportunity to discover new way to connect with God and with each other. So, and I understand that these are times of anxiety, times of fear. So, well, this is an invitation. As actually we've been saying all year round, this is a time to move our intention, our focus from any problem, challenge, fears that we might have, to realize all the blessings that we still have in our lives. I was talking to people that they were terrified that they may have to stay home for 15 days. Oh my God, what I'm going to do? I have to talk to my wife. Yeah. And we have to play with my son. Yeah. It's great. It might be a great blessing to have that opportunity to do things that otherwise we don't have time to do. And one of the things that the rabbis say that we should do when we are in a situation that we have to isolate ourselves, when you cannot have the same kind of relationship that you usually have with other people, is to take the time to develop your relationship with God. It's something that is, sometimes we don't have time to do it. And as I want to explain more during the sermon, it's something that is extremely important in these days. But back to business, it's time to start counting our blessings. There is nothing more powerful than realizing how blessed we are despite of our challenges. To do that, I'd like to invite you all to rise. And and to open your Sidurim, your prayer books, on page 5, the Birkot HaShachar. Elohai, Elohai, Neshama, Neshama, Shenatata bi, Shenatata bi, Tehorahi, Tehorahi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan la'aseh v'le'elav k'menyim v'le'layla. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani betzalmo. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani ben chorim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani Israel. Together. Elohai, Elohai, Neshama, Neshama, Shenatata bi, Shenatata bi, Tehorahi, Tehorahi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, pokeach ivrim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, malbish harumim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, matir asurim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, zokeif kefufim. Elohai, Elohai, Neshama, Neshama, Shenatata bi, Shenatata bi, Tehorahi, Tehorahi. Page 6. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, roka haaretz al hamayim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa li kol tzorki. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamechi mitzadei gaber. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, mozer Israel bigevura. Together. Elohai, Elohai, Neshama, Neshama, Shenatata bi, Shenatata bi, Tehorahi, Tehorahi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, moter Israel betifara. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, anoten layaef koach. One more time. Neshama. Please remain standing. We are going to continue on page 7 with Baruch She'amar. Baruch She'amar ve'haya olam. Baruch Hu. Baruch Oseh Bereshit. Baruch Omer ve'oseh. Baruch Ozer u'mekayem. Baruch merachem al haaretz. Baruch merachem al haperiot. Baruch meshalem sachar tov lire'av. Baruch chai la'ad ve'kayam la'netzach. Baruch podeh u'matzil. Baruch and you may be seated. I would like to invite you to turn to page 8 as we praise together the name of God with Psalm 150. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, El Vekodosho, Hallelujah, Birkia Uzo, Hallelujah, Bigurota, Hallelujah, Kerov Gudlo, Hallelujah. Veteka shofar, hallelujah, venevel vechinot. You know it. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, betofu machol, hallelujah, beminim veuka, hallelujah, betzil tzleshama, hallelujah, betzil tzletrua, kol shama. I would like to invite you to rise for the mourners Kaddish. Page 46. Itgadal ve'itgadash me'rabab. Be'almadi v'rachirutei ve'yamlich malchutei. B'chayachon u'yomachon. B'chaye dechol beit Israel. Ba'agalau v'zman kariv ve'imru amen. Yehe shemer rava mevorach le'alam u'le'olmei olmaya. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לאלה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דעמידם בעלמה וימרו אמן. יהא שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל וימרו אמן. עושה שלום ממרומיו ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל וימרו. Amen. You may be seated. As we continue now on page 10, second paragraph, Shochenat Marom. Shochenat Marom Mekadosh Shemo בפי ישרים תתהלל ובדברי צדיקים תתברך ובלשון חסידים תתרומם ובקרב קדושים תתקדש. Bottom of the page, the חצי קדיש. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רב Irahirute Beyam Melich Malchute Bechayechon Uvyomechon Uvechaye Dechol Bet Israel Bagala Uvizman Karim Veimeru Amen Yesh Merava Mevorach Le'alamul Alme Almaya Yitbarach ve'yishtabach ve'yitpa'ar ve'itromam ve'yitnase ve'yitadar ve'yit'ale ve'italal shemede kudesha berichu Leila min kol birchata veshirata tushvechata venechemata da hamiram ve'alma ve'imeru ve'imeru Veimeru, veimeru. Please rise so we can bless the name of God together with Baruch, page 12. Barehu et Adonai ha-mevorah Baruch Adonai ha-mevorah leolam va'ed Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yotzer or uvorech hoshech oseh shalom uvoret hakol. You may be seated as we prepare ourselves for the Shema Israel, which we are going to do on page 14. We'd like to invite you to sing together in English. It's a beautiful rendition or reinterpretation of the Shema Israel called Listen. And I think it reflects beautifully what we feel inside in these days of challenging situations, days sometimes of anxiety and fear. Sometimes we feel lost, sometimes we feel afraid. Let's sing together. Listen, page 14. If you're lost, you feel afraid, and you don't know what to say, then listen, listen to our God. Is there a question on your mind? Is the answer hard to find? Then listen, listen to our God. Listen with all your heart and soul, and with all your mind. Write them and teach them well. morning and night. Close your eyes and listen. Quiet yourself, there is nothing to say. Stop all the chatter that gets in the way and listen, listen to our God. When the wind and the thunder finally disappear, there is still a voice that you can hear if you listen, listen to our God. You can hear it from the top of the highest hill or from the valley below. It can come from the edge of the universe. It can come from within your soul. Close your eyes and listen. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malechuto Leolam. Listen, listen to our God. Listen, listen to our God. Let's continue together on page 17. Middle of the page, beautiful song of victory. Daily reminder that sometimes we do have obstacles ahead of us. But if we have faith and we keep moving forward, even the waters of the Red Sea eventually split. Page 17, the Mija Moja. Mija Moja Ba'elim Adonai, Mija Moja Nedar Bakodesh, Nora Tehilot Osefele. Mija Moja Ba'elim Adonai, Mija Moja Nedar Bakodesh, Nora Tehilot Osefele. Shira Hadasha Shivekukeulim Leshimcha Al Sfat Hayam Yachat Kulam Hodu ve'imlichu ve'amru Adonai Imloch Leolam va'ed. Mija Moja Ba'elim Adonai, Mija Moja Nedar Bakodesh, Nora Tehilot Osefele. Please rise. Tzur Israel, Umapezrat Israel, Fetechinu Mecha, Yehuda Israel, Go Aleinu Adonai Tzvaot Shemo, Kedosh Israel. Mija Moja Ba'elim Adonai, Mija Moja Nedar Bakodesh, Nora Tehilot Osefele. Baruch atah Adonai Gali Please remain standing for the Amidah. I love this part of the service because this is when we have the opportunity to express our own words of prayer. The whole idea of the Amidah is to have a space where we can tell God what is inside our hearts. And sometimes we have extreme joy. We want to thank God for that. Sometimes we have extreme sorrow. We want to ask God for help. So many people ask to me, when is that part of the service where we can do that, where we can have that moment where we can actually talk to God? And I tell them what I'm about to tell you. This is the moment. The Amidah is a time when we have the opportunity to have the one-on-one conversation with our Creator. So the fact that we are going to start singing together should not confuse you, because there is a part that we are all expressing gratitude to God together. But after the Ledor Vador, you will have two options. Of course, you can use the words in front of you, the words printed in your Sidurim, but you can also replace those words with your own words of prayer. This is the time when we have the opportunity to rebuild a relationship with our Creator. So let's start singing, praying together, and then we will give each one of you the opportunity to continue on private prayer. Page 18, the Amidah. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומר חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות, ומביא גואל לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך חוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה, אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, בחיי מתים אתה, רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי מתים ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומי דומה לך, מלך מימית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות מתים, ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיה המתים. Page 20, bottom of the page. נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו, בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר, קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוך כל הארץ כבודו. אז בקול רעש גדול, הדברי חזק משמיעים קול, מתנסים לעומת צרפים, לעומת העם ברוך יאמרו. ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. ממקומך מלכנו תופיע, ותמלוך עלינו כי מחכים אנחנו לך. מתי תמלוך בציון בקרוב ימינו, יורם ועת תשכון. תתגדל ותתקדש בתוך ירושלים עירך, לדור ודור ולנצח נצחים. והננו תרנה מלכותך כדבר אמור בשירי עוזך, על ידי דוד משיח צדקך. ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהי ציון, לדור ודור. הללויה. Page 22, second paragraph, לדור ודור. לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגיד גודלך. דור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגיד גודלך. ולנצח נצחים, ולנצח נצחים, קדושתך קדושתך נקדיש. ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש, לעולם לעולם ועד. לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגיד גודלך. לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגיד גודלך. כי אל מלך גדול, גדול וקדוש, גדול וקדוש אתה. כי אל מלך גדול, גדול וקדוש, גדול וקדוש אתה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. Please take a few minutes to continue with your silent prayers. עושה שלום במרומה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמרו אמן. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. ואמרו אמן. Page 32, the Kaddish Shalem. יתקדש יתקדש שמרבה ועלמא דברי אחריותיהם וימליך מלכותיהם וחיי כל יום וכל כל ישראל בגלל זמן קריב. ואמרו יש מרבה מבורך לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ותרום ותעשה ותדר ותל ותל על שמי קודשה. בריחו להילה מכל כתב ושידתה תושבי כתב ונחמתה דמירם אלמה. ואמרו תתקבל צלות רבותיון דכל ישראל קודם המון דבשמיה. ואמרו יש למרבה משמיה וחיים עלינו לכל ישראל. ואמרו עושה שלום ממרום אבו יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. ואמרו amen.
Yasher Koach, Rabbi. We have a few announcements. Yes. Are you going down to the family service? Yes.
Let's see what's going on.
Okay. If there's nobody there, come back.
Maybe.
So now we're going to move into the Torah service, page 33. So a few words on some of the changes we've made. We've sent out some notes, but it's always good to repeat what we're doing. We're not going to bring the Torah around. We're not going to bring the Torah around. So no touching, kissing. We're just going to take the Torah out of the ark. We're going to read from the Torah. We're still going to have aliyot to the Torah. Don't forget your water.
You touch it?
No.
Okay.
So we're not going to bring the Torah around. We're still going to have aliyah to the Torah, but basically, all the places, and we were talking about it a little last night. It's a very intimate number of things that we do in our ritual in synagogue on Saturday morning that I don't know that we really think of at all or of as intimate. We touch and kiss the Torah. We come for an aliyah, we touch with our talit, we kiss our talit, like it's very familiar. We want to be close, we want to show this kind of affection. Right now in these times, we're kind of limiting these sort of actions, which makes a lot of sense. And so we're kind of eliminating all of those parts of our service. So if we're not giving out any talasim anymore, you've seen that if you're going to take a kippah, just keep the kippah. We're trying to restrict all these sorts of things. So what we're going to do is we're not going to bring the Torah around. We're still going to take the Torah out, and we're still going to read from it, and we're still going to do aliyot. But when you come up for an aliyah, don't grab the handles of the Torah, even if that's your custom. Don't touch your talit to the thing, even if that's your custom. Let's just do the blessings, and let's get through it like that. So that's kind of what's coming. If you have questions, you can ask us at lunch when you'll see other changes to our service. Okay, page 33. Please rise. Ark opens, Torah service. Vayehi bin Soharon vayomer Moshe Kuma Adonai v'yafutzu oivecha v'yanusu misanecha mipanecha ki mitzion tetzei Torah ki mitzion tetzei Torah Udevar Adonai Mirushalayim Baruch Shenatan Torah Baruch Shenatan Torah Le'amo Yisrael Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Shema Yisrael.
Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Gadol Shemo. Gadlu l'Adonai iti unromema shemo yaktav lecha Adonai agedu lave agevu rave hatiferet ve'anetzach ve'ahod Kicho b'shamayim uvaretz, kicho b'shamayim uvaretz lecha Adonai hamamlacha ve'hamitnaseh lechol erosh romemu romemu Adonai Eloheinu Vehishtachavu, vehishtachavu, ladom raglav kadoshu, romemu, romemu, Adonai Eloheinu, vehishtachavu, vehishtachavu, lehar kodsho, ki kadosh, Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. Please be seated. Bonnie, do you want to take this side for the? Okay. I'm gonna stand here just for the beginning, and then I'll switch when I go into read. Okay.
With that, it's right.
I have one right here. Come on in. Okay, so now we're going to switch our books. If you've got books, you're following along. I should mention that looking ahead, for those of you who are at home right now or somewhere else, part of our virtual Minyan, we are going to have, hopefully this week, all of our printed materials online in PDF form so that you can follow along with things like our Sidurim for weekday services, for Kabbalat Shabbat, for Shabbat morning. I don't know what we're going to do about the Chumash yet, but for now, if you're with us here, we're using the red Chumashim, page 523. Page 523, we're at the end of chapter 30 here in the book of Exodus as we begin Parshat Ki Tisa this week. It's another one of these 2 Torah weeks, as you saw. We didn't process them around, but you saw we took 2 scrolls out. That's because today is also Shabbat Parah, really kind of beginning officially a kind of a countdown to Pesach, reminding people about special cleansing measures they would have to take in temple times in order so that they'd be able to get to close to the temple, right? And you'll hear in the Parah reading, the special Parah reading, which we have at the end of the Torah service, it's very interesting, in these times, you read everything with a new, perspective, a new light, but this idea of contamination, ritual impurity, being contaminated, it being contagious, something that's an airborne contagion, but the idea of ritual impurity, and that's what we're using the Parah medicine almost, the special potion in order to cleanse us of. That's got a whole new meaning, I think, for a lot of people right now. But for now, we're going to talk about Ki Tisa, the Parsha. The beginning of it is we're in triennial year 1, which will begin with a census. We cover a number of topics today. The census, to get ready for how big the army can be. They'll be counting men 20 and older to see the size of the army because, of course, they've really just gotten out of Egypt. So they're going to have a census. They're going to have the last piece that will be built, the last piece of instructions for what will be built for the Mishkan, the tabernacle. And then a few other things, the potions, the oils, the incense, the recipes for making these sacred oils and incenses, the special master builders who are going to be in charge of the Mishkan. We'll hear about them. And then we will get really the first formal mention of Shabbat. Because now that they have this job, now that they have this task of building the Mishkan, they can organize into a regular working week, and now they have this need for a day of rest, holy time, as they construct this holy place. So that's what we're going to see today in Parshat Ki Tisa. Cindy Singer is going to start reading for us the first 3 aliyot, which she did on Thursday morning and Monday morning this week, after learning it as the special mafter for Shekalim just a few weeks ago for the Sisterhood Shabbat. So this may look a little familiar as we talk about the census right off the bat. Page 523, verses 11 through 13. V'yazor v'yashil l'chol ha'chosim bo v'nomar amen. Hakol avu godel Eloheinu tnu chvul Torah yamod. Meir ben Yehuda ve'Rachel Aliyah Rishona Baruch Shenatan Torah Yisrael b'kedushato ve'atem madvikim v'Adonai Elohechem Chaim kolchem hayom.
Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai Mevorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
So who holds it? Amen. Vaydaber Adonai al Moshe lemor. Ki tisa et rosh b'nei Yisrael v'ifkudechem v'natnu ish kofer nafsho le'Adonai b'ifkodotam v'lo yichye v'achem negev b'ifkodotam ze yatnu Kol ha'over al hapkudim mechatzit hashekel b'shekel hakodesh esrim gera hashekel machatzit hashekel truma l'Adonai.
אמת, ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת וחיי עולם אתה בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Amen.
Sheni, second aliyah, page 524, verses 14 through 16. Yamod Elokim Pesach ben Yosef Moshe Aliyah Hashniah. Go ahead.
No touching.
You're up.
No touching? Not even looking?
Oh, yeah, you can look.
Let me look, eh?
There you
There you
go.
go.
Okay, whereabouts? Okay. Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai Mevorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bocher banu mikol hamim v'nasan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai nosein haTorah.
Amen. Kol ha'over al hapkudim miben esrim shana v'mala iten truma Adonai ha'asir lo yarbe v'chadal lo yamit mimechatzid hashakel latet et trumat Adonai lechaper al nafshotechem ולקחת את כסף הכיפורים מאת בני ישראל ונתת אותו על עבודת אוהל מועד והיה לפני ישראל לזיכרון לפני אדוני לכפר על נפשותיכם.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher nasan lanu Torah emes v'chayei olam notah b'tzrachenu baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
We'll go on to Shlishi, the third Aliyah, in just a second. Cindy will read one more for us. Page 524, verses 17 through 21. Our honoree will be Irene Meyerowitz in just a second. They gave it to you in error. Yeah. Just before we move on to the next little piece that we'll be reading, that Cindy will be reading for us, we've talked about this just a couple weeks ago with the Sisterhood of Shabbat. The most interesting thing I find about this census, which does make up that special mafter on Shabbat Shkalim, where they would collect a little contribution for the temple in temple times, and now a lot of for synagogues, right at the beginning of Adar, the month that we're just kind of working our way through now, that we're about halfway through. But that's this idea of lichaper nafsho, to make an atonement or to pay a ransom for the souls of the people they're counting. And we talked about this a little bit a couple weeks ago, right? This is where the Jewish superstition comes from, that if you count things, you're inviting the evil eye, ayin hara, to kind of do bad things, almost like this idea, I guess, of counting your chickens before they've hatched, or just by counting anything, right? It invites disaster, it invites trouble. And so this idea that they have to pay this half shekel almost to pay back, to pay a ransom for their souls because they're committing this horrible act of counting themselves. Very interesting. Now we're going to see the last piece of instruction. All of the building instructions, all the pieces of the Mishkan were given in Truma and Titzaveh over the last 2 weeks, except for this last thing, the laver, the wash basin. If you've been somewhere, we talked about this last night at Kabbalat Shabbat. The Kohanim, if you remember the Duchanim, they would leave and they would always wash themselves. Well, it comes from this idea that before they did anything, before they ever entered the tent or before they offered any sacrifices, they had to wash themselves thoroughly. And this is where, now, in these days of washing, I think it's very fitting that we're reading about this special instruction saved until this Parsha, Ki Tisa, washing. Last night, in Kabbalat Shabbat, I read a source from the Zohar that talks about dirt and filth as being, this is the Zohar, right? The source of Kabbalah, as of dirt and filth being forces of evil. The dark side, the evil. And that's why washing our hands is so important. Kind of interesting in light of everything going on right now. Let's read Shlishi. After you. Tamod Chaya Bat Binyamin V'Tzipora L'Aliyah HaShlishit.
Baruch hu et Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim ve'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vaydaber Adonai el Moshe lemor, ve'asita ki or nechoshet, ve'chanu nechoshet liratzo, ve'natata oto, ben ochel moed, uvein hamizbeach, ve'natata shama mayim, Verachatzu acharon uvanav mimenu et yedechem ve'ad raglechem bavoam el ochel moed yirchatzu mayim velo yamutu o begishtam el hamizbeach lesharat lechaktir ishel Adonai Verachatzu Yedechem veraglechem velo yamutu v'haita lachem hakolam lo uzar o ledorotam.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu et Torah temet, v'chayei olam nata betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen.
Yasher Kochech to Cindy Singer. Beautiful job. Beautiful job, Cindy, with these 3 readings. And it was all Cindy's idea after realizing from a couple weeks ago for the Sisterhood Shabbat, so I love it. All of the Torah readings Cindy's done over the last several years. Keeps getting better with everyone. So Yasher Kochech again. Now we continue on Rivi'i, page 525, verses 22 through 33. Here we're going to hear about something called Shemen Mishchat Kodesh. Now, it's not Hanukkah time, but you still all know Shemen, oil. This is the sacred anointing oil. Remember, to make things, to give it kind of like that extra oomph, that extra special stamp of holiness, they would pour oil. And this is the recipe for making this sacred anointing oil. And a special disclaimer at the very end that this oil is not to be used for any other purpose. And if you do, it's one of those penalties where you get cut off, completely cut off. Karet. So we'll see that here. Sacred anointing oil, page 525, verses 22 through 33. Okay, I don't know. Yamod Svi ben Nisan beru batya lalia harvi ihit. Hang on, I have no idea where we are. Okay, it's right here. I got it. I got it.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen. Vayidaber Adonai el Moshe lemor ve'ata kach lecha besamim rosh mardror chamesh meod v'kinmon besem achatzito chamishim u'matayim uknevosem chamishim u'matayim v'kida chamesh meod b'shekel hakodesh v'shemen zayit hin ve'asita oto shemen mishchat kodesh rokach merakech ed maseh rokach mirkach ad maseh rokeach shemen mishchat kodesh yeh umashach tavo et ohel moed ve'et aron heidud ve'et hashulchan ve'et kol kelav ve'et hamenorah ve'et keleah ve'et mizbach haktoret ve'mizbach haolav ve'et kol kelav ve'et hakior ve'et kano ve'kidashta otam ve'hayu kodesh kodashim kol hanagea bahem yikdash ve'et aharon ve'et banav timshach ve'kidashta otam lechahen li ve'el bnei Yisrael tedaber lemor shemen mishchat kodesh yezeli ledorotechem al besar adam lo yisach uvmat kunto lo tasu chamohu kodesh hu kodesh yeh lachem Ish asher yirkach kamohu, asher yiten mimenu alzar v'nichrat me'amav.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Shabbat shalom. Chamishi is next, 5th reading, page 526, verses 34 through 38. Now, the Ketoret. Pardon me, Ketoret, the sacred incense. You know that the business of sacrificing animals was not exactly the most pleasing smelling business, so they were always, the sense I get is they were constantly burning incense for different functions. Incense could have other functions, could have healing powers, or it could be used on the Yom Kippur ritual to conceal the area behind the curtain so that we wouldn't see God's presence. But in general, I get the sense that it was to make it not smell terrible in there. So we're going to hear about the sacred incense formula mixture here in Chamishi, 5th Aliyah, Ketoret, page 526, verses 34 through 38.
My mother is Bat, yeah?
Bat, yeah, and Avraham.
Abraham.
Tamod Sima Bat Batya Avraham Aliyah Chamishit.
Thereabouts. Okay, I'm not touching. I'm doing the air. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvarah.
Baruch
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam. Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Hamin. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Amen. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe kach lecha samim nataf ushchelet v'chel bena samim uvona zaka bad bevad yeh ve'asita ota ketoret rokach maseh rokeach memulach tahor kodesh v'shachakta mimena hadak hadek v'natata mimena lifnei ha'idut be'ohel moed asher yivayed lecha shama kodesh karashim tieh lachem v'haktoret asher taseh b'matkunta lo tasu lachem kodesh tieh lecha l'Adonai ish asher yaseh chamo ha'lahariach ba v'nichrat me'amav.
Okay, I won't even do there. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Shabbat Shalom. Shishi's next, 6th Aliyah, page 527, verses 1 through 11, as we go to the next chapter, chapter 31. Here we're going to hear about two individuals. One from the tribe of Judah, Yehuda, Betzalel ben Uri, and one from the tribe of Dan, from the tribe of Dan, Aholiav ben Achisamach. You never really saw the name Aholiav, but if you're interested and you check kind of, if you look ever when you're in the chapel next time and you kind of, I don't know if you do what I do, but my mind always wanders and I always look at different names of the different Yortzeit plaques and see the Hebrew names as they've evolved over the last few generations, the generations represented in Sharet Zedek. You don't see the Hebrew name Betzalel anymore, but once upon a time, it really was quite a popular name, and a lot of dudes, I think, who are maybe Barry or other names like that, Betzalel, and the inspiration is right here. Betzalel ben Uri, who was put in charge as kind of like the chief builder, the general contractor, I suppose would be a more applicable term for the building of the Mishkan. And it's very interesting to note the traits that he either has or he is gifted with by God, the traits that are considered important for carrying out. You know, it doesn't talk about having an amazing eye or being a great free drawer of buildings or anything like that. You'll see the traits that are prized for Betzalel and for Aholiav here in Shishi. Again, page 527, verses 1 through 11. Okay, you don't want me to make a big deal of it? What's your Hebrew name again?
Chaim, Shmaryahu,
Avraham Chaim? Yamod Avraham Chaim ben Shmaryahu v'Dobel Aliyah HaShishit. Yes, sir.
It's Pi Day.
I know, I heard. Right here. Yeah. Go ahead.
Baruch Hu es Adonai Borach.
Baruch Adonai Borach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Borach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol amim v'nasan lanu es toraso. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vayidaber Adonai el Moshe lemor. Re'eh karati v'shem B'tzalel ben Uri ben Hur lemeta Yehuda v'amaleh oto ruach Elohim b'chochma uvidvunav dar v'chol melacha l'chshov machashavot lasot b'zahav u'v'kesef u'v'anchoshet u'v'charoshet even lemalot u'v'charoshet eitz lasot b'chol melacha v'ani hine natati oto Natati ito et aholiav ben achisamach lematedan uvlev kol chacham lev natati chochma vehasu et kol asher tziviticha et ohel moed vet haron laidud vet akaporet asher alav vet kol klei haohel vet ashulchan vet kela vet amenorah tehora vet kol keleha vet mizbach haketoret vet mizbach haolav vet kol kela vet akior vet kano vet bigdei hasrad vet bigdei hakodesh laharon hakohen vet bigdei vanav lechahen vet shem en hamishcha vet ktor asamim lakodesh ככל אשר ציוויתיך יעשו.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת, וחיי עולם נתן בסוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נושא התורה.
Just wanted to make a little point that Irv has sponsored a special Yeshikoah, a special dessert for us to enjoy, those of us who are here after. Today is the third day and the 14th day. The third month and the 14th day, 3 and 1, 4. And so math-inclined people call this Pi Day. 3, because of pi, the irrational number 3.14. So Irv's hip to this sort of stuff, so he got us a few pies. But when it gets to the pie, don't serve yourself. It'll be served for you. Okay, this is the big thing coming at Kiddush. You'll see that there. But remember, there is some pie. So I'm giving Irv a shout out. Now, Shvi'i, our last reading from the first scroll, page 528, verses 12 through 17. This is probably the best part of today's reading. If you note, you'll notice the end part of the Aliyah, everyone should recognize the words because it informs our liturgy and something we sing every Friday night and every Saturday morning. So, extra piece of pie to anyone who can figure out what that is. You'll be paying attention. No, Bonnie is disqualified. Anyone who works here is disqualified. So that's for the people who are playing. And people playing at home, sorry, we'll save you some pie for when you come back. It's about Shabbat. And and there's this really important message. You know, now that I was saying at the beginning, now that they have kind of a formalized job as a whole community, they have to build this Mishkan, they're going to naturally fall into a routine of a working week. And so Shabbat becomes very important, not just because it's practical, 6 days of working and a day off, and it's very much stressed. As anyone who doesn't follow Shabbat, it's the worst penalty, not just being cut off, but death for not following Shabbat. But it's also this idea of holy time being even more important than a holy place. Because you can imagine the argument, but we're building the Mishkan, we need to work as hard as possible to build this as quickly as possible, get the job done. Nope. Shabbat as a time for holiness is more important than even the construction of a holy place, than even the construction of a place where God's presence is going to come down and dwell. So that's a very important lesson. But also this idea that in the words that we're going to read that are familiar, Beini uveincha, between me and you. What? A covenant, a sign. Shabbat is one of those sacred symbols of the relationship, that close relationship between Hashem, between God, and Bnei Israel, the Jewish people, that is supposed to be Ledorotam, for all the generations. Ledorotam berit olam. Hints. Okay, we'll see. Shvi'i, page 528, verses 12 through 17. Oh, yes. Yamod Gershom David ben Avram v'Sara l'Aliyah hashvi'it.
Baruch atah Adonai hamivora.
Baruch Adonai Amborach Leolam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai hamivora leolam vaed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher barar banu mikol ha'amin, ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Amen. Vayomer Adonai al Moshe lemor ve'ata daber el bnei Yisrael lemor achet shabtotai tishmoru ki od hi beini uvenechem ledorotechem ladat ki ani Adonai mekadishchem ushmartem et ha-Shabbat ki koreshu lachem Kodesh hi lachem mechalalei amod yumad kol haoseva melacha v'nichreta hanefesh ahi mikerav ameha sheished yamim yaseh melacha uvayom hashvi Shabbat Shabbaton Kodesh l'Adonai kol haoseh melacha b'yom haShabbat mot yumad V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam beini uvein b'nei Yisrael od hi leolam ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim v'et haaretz uvayom hashvi Shabbat vayinafash.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת, וחיי עולם נטע בתורנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Amen. Yasher koach. Yasher koach. This concludes our reading from the first scroll. We'll get ready for the special maftir, the reading from the second scroll, the maftir Parah, which Barb Neiman will read for us coming up. That's, if you want to flip ahead in your Chumash, page 880. Page 880, chapter 19 of the book of Numbers, verses 1 through 22. For now, if you're with us here, or if you want to play along at home, please rise for Hagbah and Glila, the lifting and tying of Sefer Rishon, the first scroll. Oh my. Torah asher sam Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael al pi Adonai biad Moshe ki mitzion teitzei Torah udvar Adonai mirushalayim Ki mitzion teitzei Torah, udvar Adonai mirushalayim. Baruch shenatan Torah le'amo Yisrael. Baruch shenatan Torah le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato. Please be seated. Page 880, verses 1 through 22. This is an epic reading. There are two such super long maftir portions for the entire year, Parah and HaChodesh. It used to be back in the day when we had a huge number of bar and bat mitzvahs on Saturday mornings, and we used to have a lot of them in March and April. It always seemed like a poor soul would get tasked with reading this maftir. In fact, I think that's how Barb's connection starts, is that it was both of your daughters, right? Both of her daughters had their bat mitzvahs respectively on Shabbat Parah, and so they would have had to learn these epic long readings. And so when Barb got into reading Torah, she walked where her daughters had walked when they were young ladies, and she went through it too, and she's been doing it for the last number of years. It's become Barb's Parah here at Shared Zedek, which is great. So it's good that you're back, Barb. And Barb will be doing the Haftarah as well coming up. So the Maftir Parah is this special reading about making this potion, this special mixture involving the ashes of this rare cow, the red heifer. Red, probably more like the brown, in the brown hues of like the pews, I would say. Probably like a light brown, that it's so light it's almost kind of red. They say that in history, like the Talmud talks about this red heifer only existing like 8 or 9 times, that they actually do this. Where, because these animals are pretty big, so they got a lot of ashes from it. So they only had to do it a couple of times. So the idea was to create this mixture that has water, and it's got a few other kind of, I think it's got cedar in it and hyssop, and maybe some red crimson yarn, I think, is thrown in there. Well, we'll see. And then the ashes of this cow. And the idea is that they're going to use this and sprinkle it on anybody who's come close to death. So this is the idea we're talking about. Right now, we're in this world where we're worried about catching something airborne, right? Or something through droplets or things like this. And what the Israelites were worried about was the same sort of transmission through contact, but it wasn't a coronavirus that they were worried about, or even the flu. It was ritual impurity. It was that when you're close to death, that was it. You're infected. And now if I've been close to somebody who's died, or in the same room, under the same roof with somebody who's died, I'm infected. And now I can infect the population. And with Pesach getting close, anybody infected like this can't go to the temple. And everyone needs to go to the temple to offer the Paschal lamb, the sacrifice. So about a month before Pesach, they would have Shabbat Parah to remind everybody, time for ritual cleaning to go to the temple. Now, I think of it in practical terms, it's kind of like, okay, now you need to remember you're going to have to switch your dishes and cutlery and things like that. But right now, given today, it gives this whole other new layer of meaning because, well, we're both thousands of years ago and today in 2020, Jewish people and all people are worried about this catching something from each other and how important it is to create a mixture, a potion, even if we don't understand how it works, as many of us don't, that can cure. Of course, the big mystery behind the ritual of the red heifer is that the people involved in sprinkling this special potion on affected people, they purify those people, but they become impure as a result. And they say that even King Solomon, wise King Solomon, couldn't make sense in his lifetime of exactly how this business with the red heifer works. The rabbis just accept it as a chukah, a law, with no rational basis or explanation, or at least not one that we can perceive or understand. So follow along with Barb. It is a fascinating reading, and it gives today on the calendar its special flavor for Shabbat Parah. Page 880, verses 1 through 22. Tamod, Bracha bat Yoel Yitzchak v'Leah, Maftirach Hizki.
Baruch Hu Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Hamim V'natan Lanu Et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
V'yedaber Adonai el Moshe ve'el Aharon lemor. Sod chukat haTorah asher tziva Adonai lemor. Daber el bnei Israel. Vaychu elecha para aduma temima. Asher ein bamum, asher lo ala aleha ol, unatatem ota el Elazar hakohen, vehotzi ota el michutz lamachaneh, veshachat ota lefanav,
ולקח אלעזר הכהן מדמה באצבעו והיזה אל נוכח פני אוהל מועד מדמה 7 פעמים ושרף את הפרה לעיניו את אורה ואת בשרה ואת דמה על פרשה ישרוף ולקח הכהן עץ ארז ואזוב ושני תולעת והשליך אל תוך שרפת הפרה וכיבס בגדיו הכהן ורחץ בשרו במים ואחר יבוא אל המחנה וטמא הכהן עד הערב והשורף אותה יכבס בגדיו במים ורחץ בשרו במים וטמא עד הערב ואסף איש טהור את עבר הפרה והניח מחוץ למחנה במקום טהור והייתה לידת בני ישראל למשמרת למנידה חטאת היא וכיבס האוסף את עבר הפרה את בגדיו וטמא עד הערב והייתה לבני ישראל ולגר הגר בתוכם לחוקת עולם הנוגע באמת לכל נפש אדם וטמא 7 ימים הוא יתחטא בו ביום השלישי וביום השביעי יטהר ואם לא יתחטא ביום השלישי וביום השביעי לא יטהר כל הנוגע באמת בנפש האדם אשר ימות ולא יתחטא את משכן אדוני טימא ונכרתה הנפש ההיא מישראל כי מנידה לא זרק עליו טמא יהיה עוד טומאתו בו זאת התורה אדם כי ימות באוהל כל הבא אל האוהל וכל אשר באוהל יטמא 7 ימים וכל כלי פתוח אשר אין צמיד פתיל עליו טמא הוא וכל אשר ייגע על פני השדה בחלל חרב או במת או בעצם אדם או בקבר יטמא 7 ימים ולכו לטמא מעפר שרפת החטאת ונתן עליו מים חיים על כלי ולקח אזוב וטבל במים איש טהור והיזה על האוהל ועל כל הכלים ועל הנפשות אשר היו שם ועל הנוגע בעצם או בחלל או במת או בקבר והיזה הטהור על הטמא ביום השלישי וביום השביעי וחיטאו ביום השביעי וכיבס בגדיו ורחץ במים וטהר בערב ואיש אשר יטמא ולא יתחטא ונכרתה הנפש ההיא מתוך הקהל כי את מקדש אדוני טימא מנידה לא זרק עליו tamehu, v'haita lahem lechukat olam. V'haita lahem lechukat olam, umazeh mehanida yechabes begadav, v'hanogeh b'mehanida itma ad ha'arev, v'kol asher yiga bo hatameh itma, v'hanefesh hanogat titmat ad ha'arev. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chaye olam nata betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Tremendous job, Barb. Tremendous. What a job by Barb. Share kochech to her. Barb will be delivering the Haftarah, special for Parah as well. So flip even farther ahead in your Chumashim, 1287. 1287. 1287, the Haftarah for Parah. The version we'll be doing is about 15, 16 verses long. It's from the book of Ezekiel, chapter 36. So starting at the beginning, the last verse will be 32. And I always, when we talk about this every year, I always mention that when people go to the mikveh for cleansing or going through the conversion process, part of the ritual we do is we read a couple of verses from Ezekiel, and they are contained in this Haftarah for Parah. So see if you've got an idea of which ones those are when they come by, page 1287. Just before we get to that, let's rise for the Hagbah and Galila, lifting and tying of Sefer Sheni, the second scroll.
I'll just wait.
Very good. We didn't think about the Exodus. Oh, good. Yeah, go ahead, Liam. Vezot HaTorah asher sam Moshe livnei bnei Yisrael el pi Adonai beyad Moshe ki mitzion tetzei Torah udvar Adonai mirushalayim ki mitzion tetzei Torah udvar Adonai mirushalayim. Baruch shenatan Torah le'amo Yisrael. Baruch shenatan Torah le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato. Hey, Bonnie, could we get the light turned, please? Thank you. Please be seated, everybody. Page 1287. Again for the Haftarah, from the beginning through verse 32.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar b'nviim tovim, v'ratza b'divrehem hanemarim ve'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'Torah u'v'Moshe avdo u'v'Yisrael amo u'v'nviei ha'emet b'tzedek. Vayahid v'Adonai Elai lemor ben Adam Beit Yisrael yoshvim al admatam vaytamu ota v'darkam uva'alilotam ketumat hanida hayta darkam lefanai va'eshpoch hamati alehem al hadam asher shafchu al haaretz uvegilu lehem timuha va'fitzotam bagoyim va'izaru ba'aratzot kedarkam v'kalilotam shvatetim vayavo el hagoyim asher ba'u sham v'chalelu et shem kodshi v'emor lahem am Adonai ele u'meretzo yatza'u ויחמול על שם קודשי, אשר חיללוהו בית ישראל, בגויים אשר באו שמה. לכן אמור לבית ישראל, כה אמר אדוני אלוהים, לא למענכם אני עושה בית ישראל, כי אם לשם קודשי אשר חיללתם בגויים אשר באו שם, וקידשתי את שמי הגדול מחולל בגויים אשר חיללתם בתוכם, וידעו הגויים כי אני אדוני, נאום אדוני אלוהים, והיא קודשי בכם לעיניהם. ולקחתי אתכם מן הגויים, וקיבצתי אתכם מכל הארצות, והבאתי אתכם אל אדמתכם, וזרקתי עליכם מים טהורים וטהרתם מכל טומאותיכם ומכל גילוליכם אטהר אתכם. ונתתי לכם לב חדש ורוח חדשה אתן בקרבכם, והסירותי את לב האבן מבשרכם, ונתתי לכם לב בשר, ואת רוחי אתן בקרבכם, ועשיתי את אשר בחוקי תלכו, ומשפטי תשמרו ועשיתם. וישבתם בארץ אשר נתתי לאבותיכם, והייתם לי לעם, ואנוכי אהיה לכם לאלוהים. והושעתי אתכם מכל טומאותיכם, וקראתי על הדגן, והרביתי אותו, ולא אתן עליכם רעב. והרביתי את פרי העץ ותנובת השדה, למען אשר לא תיקחו עוד חרפת רעב בגויים. הזכרתם את דרכיכם הרעים, ומעלליכם אשר לא טובים, ונקוטותם בפניכם על עוונותיכם ועל תועבותיכם. לא למענכם אני עושה נאום אדוני אלוהים, יוודע לכם. בושו והיכלמו מדרכיכם בית ישראל. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, צור כל העולמים, צדיק בכל הדורות, האל הנאמן, האומר ועושה, המדבר ומקיים, שכל דבריו אמת וצדק. נאמן אתה הוא אדוני אלוהינו, ונאמנים דבריך, ודבר אחד מדבריך, אחור לא ישוב ריקם, כי אל מלך נאמן ורחמן אתה, ברוך אתה אדוני.
ברוך שמו.
האל הנאמן בכל דבריו. רחם על ציון כי היא בית חיינו, ולעלובת נפש תושיע במהרה בימינו. ברוך אתה אדוני. משמח ציון בבניה. שמחנו אדוני אלוהינו באליהו הנביא עבדך, ובמלכות בית דוד משיחך, במהרה יבוא ויגל ליבנו, על כיסו לא ישב זר, ולא ינחלו עוד אחרים את כבודו, כי בשם קודשך נשבעת לו, שלא יכבה נרו לעולם ועד. Baruch atah Adonai. Magen David. Al HaTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al ha'nevi'im ve'al yom ha'shabbat hazeh shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu likdusha v'limnucha lechavod ultifaret al hakol Adonai Eloheinu anachnu modim lach umvarchim otach yitbarech shimcha befi kol chai tamid leolam va'ed Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Great job. Another year and another fabulous rendition of both Maftir and Haftarat Parah. This was your Bat Mitzvah Haftarah, which is great that you're doing it, and then the Torah reading to boot. Great job. Double duty today, Barb, and we're so fortunate to have you. So thank you so much for doing this. If you're following along and you had a guess, what are the verses that we use as part of our mikveh ceremony? Verses 25 and 26. Incredible lines. I will sprinkle pure water upon you, and you shall be pure. I will purify you from all your impurities and from all your fetishes, and I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit into you. I will remove the heart of stone from your body and give you a heart of flesh. And I will put my spirit into you. Great words. And they come from Yechezkel, the book of Ezekiel, and today's Haftarah. Okay, we're going to take the Torah back to the Ark again. We're not going to be bringing it around. So we're getting, but I do have a couple of announcements, so 1 second. I want to thank, in addition to thanking Barb again for her Torah reading and her Haftarah, I want to thank Cindy Singer again for reading the first 3 Aliyot, doing a fantastic job. I want to thank Leon Pinkovich, one of our Gabbayim, but also being on the Bima this morning, helping out. I want to thank Bonnie Robinson for being here, helping out, being another Gabbai during the Torah reading. I want to thank Bill Weissman, who's been helping out as usual, extra special today. And then our other greeters, Elizabeth Posen, Ken Blankstein-Ur. Is Ken here? Not here? No? Phyllis? No? So Elizabeth Posen, our greeter, thank you so much. Marvin Polanski, especially our technical director, making sure that our broadcast is even crisper and better than usual so that everyone following along in our virtual Minyan can do that. So thank you to Marvin Polanski. And thank you to all of you for tuning in, those of you who are here. It's not that we don't want you here. Being here is great. Obviously, it's great to hear you sing. But this is the message again. If for any reason you feel like maybe you shouldn't be here, we would rather, of course we want to see you. We'd rather you stay home and you take care of yourselves and you participate online. We're just going to make that better and better over the next coming weeks with the prayer books and maybe even the Chumash or something up there to follow along on the website. But if you can make it, and we are open for business, it is nice to see you here if you are up for it and you are healthy. But please, first and foremost, take care of yourselves. So thank you. So other quick announcements. No L'chaim Club this week. No Torah L'chaim. It's out. We are still having our Minyan services. So this evening at 6, if you've got your site, you're saying Kaddish this evening at 6. Our daily services are still going to be in the chapel, and they are still all broadcast online. So tonight at 6 o'clock, tomorrow morning at 9, tomorrow night at 6, Monday through Friday, Shacharit, 7:30, Monday through Thursday, Mincha Mariv, 6, Kabbalat Shabbat, 5:30. Next Shabbat morning, we'll be back here in the sanctuary, if we are still doing that, at 10 o'clock in the morning. For now, we do have a few events still coming up. The B'nai B'rith Shered Zedek Interfaith Model Seder, Thursday, March 26th. Still a go for now, for coming up in a couple of weeks, so keep an eye on that. And there is a young adult home-hosted Shabbat still on the books for Friday, March 27th. So just keep those in mind. Now, finally, before we take the Torah back, we're going to make a Misha Beirach for all those who are sick, an opportunity to stand if you are with us and call out names in addition to the names we read. Just to let you know, in the direction that we're going with enhancing our virtual services, there's going to be a chat option that we'll be able to launch pretty soon, where people who are at home but still have a situation where they want to call out a name for the Misha Beirach that we're about to do, or maybe if they have a yort site and it isn't on our list and they want to participate, there will be a way. We're getting that very close, so just to let you, all of you at home, know that as well. For now, the Misha Beirach. On our list this week, we have David Nachman ben Zipporah, Miriam bat Leah, Yaakov Gavriel ben Esther, Errol Hyde, Pat Cohen, Dolly Chudno, Reuven ben Chana, Daniel ben Zipporah, Isabella bat Sarah, Moshe ben Ida, Pinchas ben bat Sheva, Hachazan Shefer ben Miriam, David Tzvi ben Sarah Pesel, Dina Rachel bat Sarah Esther, Shir Naomi bat Dina Rachel, Aharon Binyamin ben Shir Naomi, Yisrael Chaim ben Shir Naomi, Yitzchak Chaim ben Sarah, Tova Yael bat Dina Rachel, Eliezer Meir ben Tova Yael, Katriel Yosef ben Tova Yael, Christine Rolf, Leah bat Rachel, Dvorah Gittel bat Leah, Binyamin Pinchas ben Dvorah Gittel, Nachum Leib ben Leah, Rina bat Leora, Yaakov ben Henya, Harav Shmuel ben Bracha, Aviva bat Malka, Yaakov ben Sion ben Miriam, Simcha ben Chana. Anyone else with names they'd like to call out, please stand and we'll go through. Jerome, why don't you start us off? Amen v'amen. Mayor? Amen. Amen. Louise? Amen. Elizabeth? Amen v'amen. Shelley? Amen v'amen. Hold on. Amen. Bill? Amen. And I guess in these times, if we know of anyone who is sick, who is suffering from the coronavirus as well, COVID-19, we would include them in our prayers and just kind of the general state of the world at this point. I think Misha Berach, especially at this time, for all those who are sick. Page 34 in our Sidurim, as we go back to our Sidur, page 34, join together. Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Please rise. Page 41, Yahalelu, we return the Sefer Torah to the Ark. Rabbi?
Specific today.
Rabbi Mas.
יהללו את שם אדוני כי נשגב שמו לבדו. הודו על ארץ ושמיים וירם קרן לעמו תהילה תהילה לכל חסידיו לפני ישראל עם קרובו. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Etz chaimi למחזיקים בה ותומכיה מאושר דרכיה דרכי נועם וכל נתיבותיה שלום. השיבנו אדוני אליך ונשובה. קדש ימינו קדש ימינו קדש ימינו כקהל may be seated.
Just before Rabbi delivers his dvar, earlier this week, the Rabbi Council was invited, the 5 of us were invited to lunch at the Simkin Center. And Rabbi Benarosh was kibitzing a little bit, and he was saying about how the coronavirus is in this week's Parsha. Yeah, and we told him, maybe save it. Maybe don't share that one. But he did also say, remember he said he's doing a shiur today. He's bringing all the different plagues throughout Jewish history, and his class are going to take a look at it. So I, of course, asked him, what's your favorite plague? Which he was taken aback by that. I figured that's a pretty reasonable question to ask. You're doing a class on plagues. What's your favorite plague?
Yeah, but it's like when somebody posts something sad on Facebook and people give him the thumbs up.
Right. Well, there's got to be a plague with a message. There's got to be a pretty special plague. Anyway, maybe that'll make good lunchtime conversation while we're having our food served to us by the dedicated staff of the Shared Zedek Catering Department. So we're going to have the Dvar Torah. But after the service, just a reminder, there's no L'chaim Club. We don't have any challah or hand washing for people to come up here and participate in that. So it's all kind of gone away for today. And when you're getting your food, and we want you to stay, don't forget, there's pie. When you stay, we've got some different servers who are going to kind of serve our food so that we don't have to kind of be touching all of the same sorts of things. So just getting used to some of these precautions. But anyway, I'll tell you right now, this plague is definitely not my favorite plague. It's kind of annoying. Take it away. Tell us all about it. Give us some other insights.
What Rabbi Benarosh says, let's share it, what he said, basically.
Sure.
The corona in the Parsha, when Moses comes back from the mountain.
At the very end of the Parsha, what we didn't read today, Moshe comes back off the mountain.
And his face is shining. He has this halo, right?
It's not talked about a lot in the word, yeah.
And the word used is karan.
Karan.
Right?
This, in fact, actually, you know the idea, this anti-Semitic idea of Jews having horns? It comes from a misinterpretation of this exact scene, right? Because Karen is also a way to say horns.
But
so it's that very idea that Moshe came off the mountain, but it's like, I always think of it as like the most incredible suntan of all time, so much so that the other people couldn't even really kind of look at him, right?
Yeah, it's a blend of tanning and teeth whitening.
Yeah, for real. But like he's got this glow, like this amazing. But what Rabbi Benarosh was kibitzing about was that he needed to be quarantined.
Yeah.
After he came down off the mountain.
So and in this parsha, also talking about the priest, that he said you should wash your hand and leave. Right? No, actually he said wash your hand and not die.
Yeah, wash your hands and not die.
And not die. So,
anyway,
yeah.
Just sharing you a little bit of what rabbis talk about. I know it sounds thrilling and you're all sad that you missed it. I know.
But
Rabbi, please.
I'm going to talk about Corona today. But before that, I always like to start with something kind of, funny, right? And I heard that actually after the Corona outbreak, there was this rabbi who said that all sick people should be fed matzah. And they said, why? It's going to make them feel better? No, but you can easily slide it under the door. And it also solves the problem of lack of toilet paper.
You have to think about that one.
I finally made him laugh. Okay. I want to talk to you today about the anxiety of Corona. And this is the thing, because we live in an age of anxiety to begin with, to the point that something very interesting happened. This last week, I received a phone call from somebody from the Winnipeg Free Press, because he read that I was going to teach a class on anxiety at the Rady Center as part of this rabbi series. And he said to me, that is so appropriate that you came out with this class. And I said, well, that's all good, except that I submitted my topic in October. I said, whoa, that's so interesting. And I said, look, I was a cantor, I'm a rabbi, but I'm not a prophet yet. So believe me, I had no clue that it was going to happen. And the funny thing is, yesterday I received a phone call from the Radio Center to let me know that it was canceled because people were too anxious to come. And it is true that the corona generates even more anxiety on our already anxious life. But one of the things that I was going to teach in this class, and I hope whenever, I think it's going to be rescheduled, whenever it's happening, I hope you're going to come. I want to give you a few preview of at least some of the things that I was going to say, because I think they are really appropriate. And I believe that, at least from a religious point of view, because, hey, I'm a rabbi, and I was going to talk about anxiety from a rabbinic point of view, from my own personal experience. I recognize one main reason why we live in constant anxiety, and then I recognize at least 7 subcategories that if we fully understand them, it could help us to cope with anxiety. Not just corona anxiety, anxiety in general. And I was saying that to me, one of the biggest problems that we have as Jews, or as spiritual people, is lack of trust. Because this is the thing. If you develop a relationship with God to the point that you trust your God, you trust that God is overseeing your entire life, that God is pretty much ruling the world, and everything that God does is for the very best, then you realize that nothing that happened is a mistake. It's not that God controls everything, well, except for corona. So if you really have trust in life, anxiety disappears. If you trust, there is no anxiety. The thing is, and it could be not just with God, with any kind of relationship or anything else, if you don't trust somebody, you're not going to sleep at night. If you don't trust in your spouse, right, of course you're going to be anxious all the time. If you're, thinking that your business partner is going to cheat you when you're not looking, you're going to go through life anxious. So if you don't have trust on your Creator, you're going to be anxious as well. Now, this is one of the things that is amazing, because the rabbis say that whenever we are in a situation where we have to isolate ourselves, where we don't have the opportunity to do things that we usually do, that takes our time away so we cannot develop a relationship with God. So we should use this opportunity to reconnect with our Creator. What are you going to do when you're going to be at home for so many hours doing absolutely nothing? Well, there we have a unique opportunity to reestablish this trust relationship with our Creator. But I also recognize that this is a long-term solution. It's not that you're going to leave this place and tomorrow you're going to magically start trusting on God and realizing that God is with you no matter what. Because let's be honest, if one of the things that we are all going to learn during this outbreak is how little control we have in life. We thought that we had it all figured out, and overnight we realized we have nothing figured out. You already had planned that retirement with all that money that you have in the bank, with all the smart investment you did, and then you look at the markets that they're going down, and you realize that once again how little control you have. But if you trust in God, you realize that doesn't matter what happened with the markets, doesn't happen what happened on the store, you're going to be okay. And that's the lesson. But if you're not there yet, I recognize 7 categories that we can work on meanwhile. And the first one that I was realizing that is so important for us to understand, that is a category that I call food or intake, right? It's what you put inside your body. Specifically, in this case, it's actually what you put inside your mind. Because this is the thing, and that's why I like the comparison with food. Because you can't expect to eat junk food all the time and still have a healthy life. That's not the way it works. You need to be careful what you put inside your body, because eventually that is going to become you. So you cannot eat junk 24/7 and then you still expect that you're going to be fit and healthy. That's not the way it works. But what about what we read, what we listen to, and what we watch? There are also things that you put inside your body. And you probably heard this phrase that it says, garbage in, garbage out, right? So, and that's all good. That's all good. I kind of like that. It's very motivational. You know, garbage in, garbage out. You have to be very careful and not to put all this garbage inside yourself. But it's also important, and something sometimes we forget, that it's not only not putting junk inside yourself, it's also being careful to put good things inside ourselves. It's not just to abstain from junk, it's to increase how much healthy stuff you put inside yourself. And one of the things that I did, and by the way, the reason why I picked the topic of anxiety when I submitted my topic to the Rady is because I went online to see what people are actually searching for. You can make this experiment. When you start typing something on Google, you will notice that Google will try to autofill it, auto-complete it. And that words that Google would suggest that are based on what people are searching for. So I started my search, and it says, I started typing, work makes me. What do you think was the next word? Anxious. School makes me. Actually, the first suggestion was suicidal, by the way. Second one was anxious. Life makes me anxious, right? Because that's what people get. But then it's funny because the main source of our anxiety is exactly the computer. It's what comes to us, right? Also, Google told me that the average person spends 2 hours and 22 minutes a day consuming media, social media. 2 hours and 22 minutes a day. That makes it almost like 17 hours a week, right? And that is something that is constantly bombarding you to make you anxious because that's the way it works. You know that media will try to make you anxious, so you will go back to media to try to find a solution who is also going to make you even more anxious, so it will keep you there all the time. That's the way it works. They are not there to inform you, they are there to make revenue. So they prey on anxiety so they can make more money with you, right? But we keep going there and we generate an amazing imbalance between healthy things that come inside us and toxic things that come inside us. It's great that you all come here on Shabbat. And Matthew and I will have the opportunity every Saturday to give you some inspirational messages to make you be more positive, to give you energy to go through the week. But what is it? 2 hours a week versus 17 hours? You know what I also learned? I saw a poster once in the gym that it said you cannot out-train a bad diet. You know, all these people that they eat junk, but they go 1 hour a week at the gym and say, I don't see any results. Of course not. Because you cannot out-train a bad diet. So you have to go on a diet to change what you feed yourself. Going back to coronavirus, that's exactly what happened. Of course we're anxious. What are our sources of information to know what's going on around? It's whatever we read in the internet, which most of the things are not even filtered anyway. So we don't know who posted. And some people posted, and I understand, they have good intentions. They try to make us feel good, but they don't even know what they're posting. And so one, beautiful, it says, group of scientists isolated the coronavirus. And I say, great, now the virus is going to die out of boredom. Right? But you open the thing, they're not sure what they're putting, but they put it there because they make it feel well. So, going to this parsha, I realized that it's not something new. This is not something that started with coronavirus. This is not something that started the last year. This is something that's been in humanity forever. What am I talking about? This week we read about the golden calf. The entire people of Israel, they built the golden calf. But have you ever wondered how come they ended up building this golden calf? Well, we're reading this week's parsha. Let me read it for you. They said, when the people saw that Moses was so long in coming down from the mountain, the people gathered against Aaron and said to him, come, make us a god who shall go before us. For that man Moses, who brought us from the land of Egypt, we don't know what had happened to him. But if you read the commentaries on that, the rabbis notice that the Torah doesn't say, Am Israel. Doesn't say the people of Israel. It said the people. Who were those people? And they explained that there was a category of the people who left Egypt that is called the Erev Rav. They call it the multitude of nations. They were people that they were not Jewish. They didn't know God. They didn't know of their mission. They didn't understand Torah. They just were with them. And they had their own agenda. All what they wanted to do was to go back to Egypt. So what they did is start pushing their agenda. They started to create their own fake news, because that's what fake news does. They are trying to get revenue out from you. So they go there in public. So they started to push and to say, Moses is not coming back. Well, actually, Aaron said, that's not necessarily true. Moses is supposed to come back tomorrow. No, it was today that he's supposed to come, and he's not here. So let's make something that it was going to replace Moses. We shouldn't do that. What do you know about that? Since when you're an expert on Torah and God? I don't care. But the Torah says that they were so pushy that they started to bully Aaron into making the golden calf. Now, let's see what was the consequence of that, of listening to this Erev Rav, to listening to these people who had no idea, no clue what they were talking about. They all got convinced that that was the truth. They built the golden calf, but Moses came when he's supposed to come. Moses came back with the tablets of the law, the way he promised he was going to be, and it was a disaster for everybody. Why was it a disaster? Because they didn't listen to the people that should have been listening from the beginning, and they decided to listen to the Erev Rav, who were people who had no clue whatsoever what were they talking about. All what they cared was to push their own private agenda. What am I saying? This is not something new that is happening to us now. Something that is being in history forever. Which means that we have no excuse for failing again, because now we know what happened. Now we should be prepared and not to listen to people who had no clue what they are talking about. So, do you want to deal with anxiety in Corona days? First thing you have to do, measure and be careful of your intake. What you put inside your body. What's the source of whatever you put inside your body? Get rid of the junk. Start getting good things inside you. And if you do that, little by little, you're going to understand that you can beat the anxiety and you can regain the peace of mind that you are looking for. And when you reach that peace of mind, then you can be a better version of yourself. And when you see that you can be a better version of yourself, you can even be happier. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, Rabbi. Thank you for those words. Let's conclude the service with Aleinu. We invite you to rise, page 44. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latet kedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu gegoyei aratzot, velo samanu kemishpechot hadama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, vegor aleinu kechol hamona.
קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים, בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד, ושמו
Page 46, Mourner's Kaddish. We extend our condolences to families still in Shloshim, the first month of losing a loved one, the families of Julius Wise, Pearl Morantz, and Ralph Gordon. And this week we commemorate the yard sites of Sarah Bernstein, grandmother of Gail Asper, Max Rady, father of Marjorie Blankstein, Luba Neiman, grandmother of Barb Neiman, Albert Boxer, father of Irene Meyerowitz, Pearl Palais, mother of Murray Palais, Rose Solomon, grandmother of Leora Solomon, Rose Meister, mother of Art Meister, Louis Sipe, grandfather of Jackie Sipe, and Yocheved Dill, mother of Asnat Gall, all of blessed memory. Page 46. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'galal v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudsha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata dushbechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Amen.
Oseh shalom b'mramav uyaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Amen.
We're doing Kiddush. We're making Kiddush here?
No.
We're not making Kiddush here. So we should do Adon Olam then.
Okay.
Please be seated. We're going to make Kiddush together in the auditorium for those of you who are with us. Again, for those of you who have been our online Minyan or virtual Minyan, we're going to keep enhancing it. We're so thankful that we have this system that we can launch right into it. And keep an eye as things progress, in case we're no longer meeting together in public, I'm not saying that's what happened, but in case we are fully able to do all of our services, our staff will do our services, our ritual team from the sanctuary and from the chapel, and you can participate. And we're going to make sure over the course of the week, like I said, that we get the Sidurim up there and maybe even something to follow the Torah reading too. So we're working on it, and you can join us and you can still be with us. And we'll keep you updated as this thing continues to progress. For now, Adon Olam.
Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yatzir Nivra, Let Nasa, Kefzo Kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, Ve'achadei, Yiklot Hakol, Levado Yimloch Nora Adon Olam, והוא היה, והוא הווה, והוא יהיה ותפארה אדון עולם, אדון עולם, אשר מלך, טרם כל יציר נברא להתנשא, וכסו כל, אזי מלך שמו נקרא אדון עולם, והוא אחד ואין שני, לעם שילה להכבירה אדון עולם, בלי ראשית, בלי תכלית, ולא העוז והמשרה אדון עולם, אדון עולם, אשר מלך, בטרם כל יציר נברא לעת נשא וחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא אדון עולם והוא אלי
אדון
ומנוס לי חי גואלי צור כבלי וצרה אדון עולם והוא ניסי
אדון
ומנוס לי
עולם
מנת כוסי ביום אקרא אדון עולם אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא לעת נשא וחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא אדון עולם ויעדו הפקיד רוחי בתישן והעירה אדון עולם ואם רוחי כביעתי אדוני לי ולא ירא אדון עולם אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא לעת נשא וחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא אדון עולם.
Yasher Koach. Thank you everyone for participating and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat 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 Shalom.
Bum bum
Shabbat Shalom.
Hey.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat 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 Shalom. Shabbat 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 Shalom. Shabbat 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 Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat 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 Shalom.
Bum bum
Shabbat Shalom. Bum bum Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat 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 Shalom.
Pam 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 pam.